Okay, guys, it's January, mid-January. Open enrollment's over. You've seen the ads, and some of you have gone out to the marketplace and signed up for a plan. Um, I'm here today to talk about those plans. I'm here to maybe crush some myths or at least address some myths that are associated with these types of plans. Um, Bottom line, you guys have paid your first premium and you've looked at it, and either it looks pretty good because you qualified for a subsidy, or it hurt. It hurt like heck when you saw it come out of your bank account. If you qualified for a subsidy, you can stop watching. Honestly, guys, if it fits your budget, stick with it. You're getting a deal. You're getting something for nothing, and you should take it. If you didn't qualify for a subsidy, chances are you're probably paying for something that you'll never use. And honestly, but the ACA plans, that's kind of by design. If you're buying something, if you're the one paying for things that you'll never use, it helps pay for the people who don't pay for it but use it. So anyway, so let's talk through maybe some of the myths that are associated with these plans. Number one, that it's a one-year plan. It is a one-year plan for the insurance company, not a one-year plan for you. You can quit and opt out at any time, so you are not obligated to anything but paying your premiums, and if you don't pay your premiums, then you're not insured, but obviously we want you insured, so if you choose to go a different route, you most certainly can. So one-year plan, kind of a myth, kind of a fact, depends on your situation. It's a one-year plan for the insurance company, not necessarily you. Cheapest option, again, if you qualify for a subsidy, yes, it's probably the cheapest option. Yes, you need to stay with it. Please do not let anybody convince you anything differently. I will tell you that as far as the cheapest option, if you think that if you got just a couple $100s in subsidies, you may still save money. So whenever I say a subsidy, I mean, if you're paying a couple $100 a month, stick with it. Anything more than that, you might shop around. We'll talk more about that. Best coverage. I'm going to say that as far as services are concerned, that this is a fact. But I'm going to also say as far as options, it's a myth. I had a situation where somebody was at Cheyenne at the rodeo 2 years ago, got hurt, not in the arena, outside of the arena, but got hurt, had to spend the night in the hospital to wait to the next day to get a test. They were in an EPO, and I'll have another video on the difference between EPO, PPO, and MCO, but an EPO is an exclusive provider organization. It's a provider network that's very tight. And when they kept that person in the hospital in Cheyenne, their insurance company would not pay for it because it was out of network. Now they eventually did, but we had to make them. So best coverage, probably. Best healthcare options, absolutely not. Pre-existing conditions. If you have a pre-existing condition, this is a fact. If you're being treated for something, have been diagnosed with something, then you need an ACA plan because they will take your pre-existing conditions. If you don't have a pre-existing condition, why in the devil would you ever pay more for a plan that takes pre-existing conditions when you don't have one? The same as if you went to your insurance agent on your car, which I sell auto insurance too, so if you need that, you can hit me up as well. But honestly, at the end of the day, if you walked in your auto agent's office and he said, hey, you've had a squeaky clean record, you've never had any accidents, good for you. However, I'm going to charge you the same price as I charge that guy who has that accident every 6 months. So we're going to win on you because you're probably, if you haven't had accidents in the past, you're probably not going to start having them now. And we're going to lose on him because he has accidents all the time, but we're going to charge him a little less and we're going to charge you a little more and we're going to charge you guys the same. Would you put up with that? Absolutely not. You turn around and you walk out. Why do you do it in your health insurance? So pre-existing condition, if you have one, ACA plan all the way. If you don't, you're not necessarily stuck to an ACA plan. Short-term medical is short. The wonderful government and their infinite wisdom have decided to make everybody call these plans short-term. I sell a United product that is 3 years long. You are guaranteed coverage, guaranteed the same rate for 3 years. I sell an Aetna product for 2 years, similar deal. not going to go up in price. They have to renew you, or not renew you, they have to insure you for 3 years. If you are diagnosed with cancer in your second month of coverage, then you're good for 3 years. At the end of 3 years, when you're done, when that policy is getting ready to lapse, then you go to an ACA plan that takes a pre-existing condition, because now you have one. Now it's time for you to pay a little bit more, because you're going to go to the doctor more and you're going to utilize your insurance more. So pre-existing condition, fact, myth, both. Depends on your situation. And all this, guys, is dependent on your situation. So short-term medical, don't know why they call it short-term. It can be short-term. You can buy it for a month if you want. But honestly, it doesn't have to be short-term. It can be longer than the ACA plans themselves. So kind of a recap, reasons to stay with an ACA plan. Guys, if you are on the cost sharing, you're getting a subsidy, you're paying just a couple $100 a month, you're getting all the bells and whistles, stay. You will not get a better deal anywhere else. If you have a pre-existing condition, no questions asked. I don't care how much money it is. I don't care if you don't qualify for the subsidies. You got to stay on that plan. They will take care of you. They will pay the medical bills that are associated with that condition you brought into the plan. And then high-cost meds, kind of the same deal. If you're on a high-cost med, some of the short-term medical plans aren't going to have the robust prescription plans. But again, if you're not on high-cost meds, why would you pay the same amount of money as somebody who is? So kind of a nice little recap. Bottom line, guys, short-term medical is not short-term. ACA is not forever. It's not for everyone. And I think that's the biggest thing here, is this isn't, they can't sell you a one plan fits all, because they don't know your situation. You know your situation. If you guys feel like at the bottom dollar that you qualify, you would be better for a short-term medical, hit me up. I'm licensed in Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Oklahoma, Texas, Ohio, Michigan, South Carolina. If I didn't name one of your states, hit me up anyway. I'll find somebody that can help you if I'm not in your state. Bottom line, we just need to get you guys in a plan that fits your needs and your budget, not the other way around. Thanks a bunch. Hope you have a great day, and happy 2024.